Today we're going to continue working on comparison bars. And today you're going to have the same kind of problems that you had before, except the numbers are going to be much bigger. So you can't just count on. You're actually going to have to draw the three different things that we draw for comparison bars. Okay? So I'm going to do a sample problem with you, and then I'm going to do the first problem from our workbook page today. So a sample problem would be Leo has 138 pencils. He has 52 more pencils than Lorelei. How many pencils does Lorelei have? So, if we use the same strategies that we talked about before, we're going to set up our comparison bars. I have Leo, L-E, Lorelei, L-O, and then I cover up the number that comes before the word more or fewer. Now, I'm going to cover it up, and then I'm going to be able to figure out who has more. It says he has more pencils than Lorelei. So I know that Leo's number is going to be bigger because it says he has more than Lorelei. That means Lorelei's is going to be smaller, and she's also going to have the more or fewer circle. We call it the more or fewer circle because the word that comes before the words more or fewer is the number we put in there. So, if I go back and I get rid of this that was here, it was a 52. So, I'm going to put 52, because it's the word before more, into the more or fewer circle. 52. I also know that Leo has 138 pencils. So if I go over here, Leo has 138. Now, when they are on opposite lines, this is on one line, this is on another, I know that these two numbers together will equal the top number, just like a math mountain. So when they're on opposite sides, I have to subtract. 138 minus 52. 8 minus 2 is 6. 3 minus 5, can't do it, ungroup. 13 minus 5 is 8. Lorelei has 86 pencils. Now, we talked about all of that the other day. Today, you're going to get a trickier problem where it talks about missing the number that goes in the more or fewer circle. So that means that we're going to have a mystery box in our more or fewer. So the first problem on our page today says the Sunnytown Library has 1,052 history books. So I'm going to put in S for Sunnytown. It says the Judson Library has 863 history books. So J for Judson. Now, I already know because it says that the Sunnytown has 1,052 and the Judson has 863. I already know who has more. It's right here. The Sunnytown Library has more. So I'm going to make the Sunnytowns bigger. I'm going to make Judson's smaller. And here's my more or fewer circle. It asks the question, how many more history books does the Sunnytown Library have than the Judson Library? So what that means is I'm missing my more or fewer number. That's okay, because I know these other two numbers. I can just put them in. 1,052, 863. Aiken, are you watching? Make sure you're paying attention. Now, as I move on, I am going to make sure that I look and I see I have one number on this line, one number on this line. I still need to figure out my more or fewer circle, so I'm going to subtract. 1052 minus 863, ungroup. 12 minus 3 is, everybody? Right, 9. 4 minus 6. That's right, I can't do it, so I have to go over. Oh, it's a 0. Better go over another one. Take this away, bring it here, turn my 10 into a 9, my 4 into a 14. 14 minus 6. Yep, it's 8. 9 minus 8. 1. Good. So my number is 189. That's what number goes in the more or fewer circle. So when it asks how many more history books does the Sunnytown Library have than the Judson Library, I would say 189 more books. Today, you are going to be working on some problems where you are missing a mystery box number, or you are missing one of the other numbers from the problem. You have to know that if you are missing the number before the word more, it's going to say which had more, or who had fewer. So if the words more or fewer are in your question, you are missing the more or fewer circle. When you go back to work today, I want you to make sure that you are doing exactly like I showed you. If you have questions, just raise your hand.